Much better now, though. I could look.
Yeah, I see the sun's coming up. They got a nice little porch outside that window, too? Maybe we should open that door. Does that door open?
I don't know. There's a tree in front of it.
Is it a door or just a window?
The door is right next to it, Kenny, and there's a tree. There's a little Christmas tree.
Maybe let some of that Florida air in here.
It's locked.
Of course it's locked.
Yeah, you better get the key.
Good luck getting the key.
That could be a whole another issue, just getting a key.
It's like old school, Kenny. Kick it open. Start shooting.
I'd love to.
Kenny just...
So you didn't get any sleep last night, huh?
No, not much.
Me neither. I slept, but you know how it is when you're busy trying to wreck a relationship because you're a psychopath. And you don't know how to be happy with a person. So when you're happy, you try to sabotage it.
No.
You know how it is.
You brought your girlfriend on the road. You guys, I saw you frolicking.
Let me tell you something.
Yesterday.
We were frolicking.
Let me tell you something. Since you, since we started this trip, you two have been connected at the hip, just loving, kissing, hugging each other, stealing little smooches and hugs every 2 seconds. You could tell they are together and in love.
It's normally the way Steve and I are on the road.
Right.
But he had to bring his wife, so I have to bring my girl.
Can I jump in here for 1 second? We've been on the road many, many times, all right, over the years. And I think Dan might have brought out this observation. No, it wasn't. Who was it? Whatever.
Oh, sorry. Dan,
maybe they could.
You.
I don't think it was you because I told you what someone else told me. Anyway, it's the first trip where we see each other like with no clothes on because it's
What?
Well, I mean,
Excuse me?
We got bathing trunks. We got bathing suits. But it's the first time we're all just walking around in just bathing suits.
Swim trunks.
Swim trunks in front of each other, I go down to the water to say hi to Jimmy, and I got just my swimsuit on, and Jimmy has only his swimsuit on. And we're both just kind of covering ourselves up because we're not used to seeing each other like in just bathing trunks.
Me and Jim hung out once in the hot tub in California.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
With some broad from Canada.
Yeah, it was Ant and his girl watched me hit on a girl from Canada and do pretty well until Ant pointed out I was like questioning her like I had just arrested her.
Yeah, it was an interrogation.
What are you doing here? Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm on business. What type of business?
Yeah.
Can I have your number? Do you have any aliases? I really have no rap whatsoever. I'm an ass.
So we want to know what happened last night because I saw you at the beach frolicking in the ocean, arm in arm,
and it was frolicking.
Hand. You were frolicking, just like not a care in the world. No one else was around, just walking up and down the beach in the water, getting your toes wet.
Jokes going on. They get each other's sense of humor perfectly. So what are you talking about now?
Look, she's not perfect, but I'm a maniac. I'm mentally ill. Like, I don't know how to be happy. I don't know how to do it. I panic, and it wasn't a big blowout fight. It wasn't like that. There was nothing nasty said to each other. It was just, because we've already had that, it was just, like one of those we both went to bed silently. Like, I knew I could have stopped it.
What was the issue?
I'll tell you, I have to clear it with her if I could tell you. It was
Clear it? Uh-oh.
I'm such a loon.
Really?
I'm a lunatic.
The second happiness rears its ugly head to Jimmy Norton, he hits it down like a whack-a-mole game.
I am a crazy person.
You really don't enjoy being happy for too long.
We had great sex, really nice. I mean, just loving and fun. And then I became obsessed with the fact, I'm like, she would be happier if I was bigger.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I don't.
All right, you are crazy.
I'm nuts.
What?
I'm a weirdo.
She'd be happier if you were bigger.
Is this what you had to clear with her and just decided to say
No. It was kind of like the whole thing, yeah. But I mean, that's the base. That
kind of was what
that's it.
Wait, how does that come out?
I don't know.
You had a great time in bed, so
did you feel that you weren't doing your job?
No.
So everything was fine.
Honestly, she said during it she's going. Nobody.
You're accusing her of being a size queen.
Well.
Oh my God.
Nobody.
Oh my God.
I'm crazy because
I'm pointing and laughing at him.
Yeah. You're right, as you should, and vomiting would also be acceptable.
Oh.
What's the matter with me?
What is the matter with you?
In the middle of it, and I'll tell you this, she's saying that this is I've never had this before, like really good things. means it was a nice time. It wasn't like it was bad or she appeared
Great.
bored. It was just the opposite.
That's what makes this great, because it sounded like it was a really, really
Great
good
experience.
It wasn't like you failed miserably.
No. That's
You
we've
succeeded.
gone through that. Well,
You got-
compared to those failures, yes. I don't know why I do it, man. Like, I want to hear something hurtful. I don't know how.
But wait, so you guys are done. How does it? You gotta walk us through this a little bit.
I got hit with this thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, she would be happier. I mean, again, I have to edit certain things because we're on the radio, you know.
Yeah.
But I just, that's basically it. It just came to me.
It came to you because you wanted to start something.
Yeah, I think so.
And what else could you possibly, after such a wonderful thing, what else could you possibly come up with?
Everything you could choose, you decide to choose that.
There was nothing there was nothing she said that made me think that. There was nothing. It was just the opposite. It was all nice stuff. It was all good stuff. That was a great experience. Nothing. I'm crazy.
There is. You don't like happiness.
I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with happiness.
So when there's this pinnacle of happiness, you have to do something to wreck it.
Yeah.
And so the whole night she spent
Back to back? Were you back to back?
No, but it was kind of like the night before it started. Like I don't know why it came out, and she was like, what? She's like, why are you doing this? And you never want to hear that from a girl when you're doing that. You're like, why? So I was obsessed with it all day yesterday.
Why? Yeah, why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
And you had no answer.
I was like, oh yeah, come on.
Oh yeah, come on.
So then she has to convince you all night long.
No. But
She's not a size queen.
But I wasn't fishing. I wasn't fishing for compliments, or I don't know why. I almost wanted to hear something negative.
Yeah.
Like I want to feel that disgusting from your throat to the top of your pubis. You know, like that torso feeling when you get sick and you're sad and you're miserable and you've been sliced.
That.
It's all I know.
You wanted her to come back and say something hurtful to you
that I could never recover from.
Wow.
Dude,
unrecoverable.
You were frolicking in the ocean all afternoon
I know.
long.
All we've seen is like
it was nothing but kissy face at dinner with E-Rock's parents last night.
It's been a romantic comedy. The whole friggin' weekend watching these two.
That's true. My best
jokes and love.
My best friend's genitals. Julia Roberts.
It has been.
And I'm telling you, she didn't say anything negative that led up to it, or she didn't say anything that made me think she was disappointed. It was just the opposite, and that's why I'm a nut. I'm nuts.
My God.
And I just knew it.
We left you after dinner, and you guys were going upstairs just beyond happy.
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel songs playing wherever they walk.
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer.
That's what I wanted to hit me in the groin with.
And by the way, it has to be said, because just about all of us have seen your thingy there. You're not small.
No, I know. It's not about that. It wasn't about fishing for compliments. It wasn't about being rational. It was about handing somebody a pistol and saying, not only do I dare you to put this in my mouth and shoot, but I'd like you to. Please do it.
What if she said, yeah, you're right, I need a much...
Oh, boy.
It would have been...
that's what he wanted.
I wanted that. Because it would have been like...
He didn't want, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and I couldn't go with the angle of like, I know that you're not enjoying the sex, because she said the sex was great. I had such a good time. I mean, that was like, it was like obviously a great experience, and she made it known that it was a great experience. So even in my psychosis, I couldn't set myself up like that. I couldn't set myself up to be devastated like that. So I had to go the next step, which...
That is
insane.
Yeah, there is something there that I think has to be dealt with.
Yeah.
I think, like you've dealt with a lot of things on your own, your addictions and stuff, and you've done a bang-up job on that. Well, a couple you still have left over. But like, that's something else that I think you need to work on.
But he doesn't want to be happy in general.
I don't know how to do
After
it.
Letterman, you seem miserable. And I'm like, Jimmy, you had a great appearance. And we're at dinner and trying to, to pep him up, and you were just miserable.
And I'm never looking for compliments. That's not what I want. I almost want the worst. Like, I don't know how to deal with just everybody's feeling good. and I'm happy and I love this person, it frightens me. It just terrifies me.
Of seeing somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you should.
She's asked me to.
Oh, boy.
God,
Maybe you should talk to somebody,
She's
Jimmy.
like, did you call that person?
Yeah, maybe.
I bring people in, like, I'll start with a conversation about something knowing that I want it to go somewhere that's going to just cut my head off.
Yeah.
And I bring them past the point of no return. They're like, wait a minute, how did we end up here?
Okay, what happened?
How did we end up here?
What happened?
So
We were fine.
So no sleep last night.
no, I did sleep, actually. I was up. She was,
You didn't do the pull the covers where your
Yeah,
backs
I
are
did do
facing
that.
each other.
I did do
and-
that.
Oh, that's not good.
But yeah, it's make-upable. I mean, again, there was nothing awful
Yeah.
said. It's like one of
Oh,
those
they'll be
things that
frolicking in the ocean after the show today.
just- Sure, during that manager's meeting. Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, God.
Have fun at that.
Love to be frolicking in the ocean on
All
the
right.
dead man's float rather than go to that piece of crap meeting.
We'll have some stories tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh.
Hey, getting requests.
Oh, she's a lot.
They're really small, though.
I want to see. Oh, that's
They're just
so hot.
normal.
Oh, what a rump. I want to see her rump.
They're pink.
They're pink.
They have little roses on them, too.
Why don't
Oh,
you
do
show
they?
us?
No.
Why? It's sexy. Just a little.
Nice.
I'll show you my underwear. I don't care.
All right,
Here, look.
okay.
She's
Yeah,
now
look.
yearning for the creep room that she came out of. Oh, see? Those aren't really boy shorts, though. Those
No, they
kinda
are. In the
panties.
back, it's shorts.
Well, show us the back.
No.
If you were on the beach, let me ask you a question. If you were on the beach, would you wear like a bathing suit or bikini?
A bikini.
Yeah, so like this is all that is. It's not anything dirty. We're not asking you to be nude. Like just to show the back, like that's like a bikini. Those actually show less than a bikini do.
Less than a bikini do.
Yeah, do. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Less than a bikini do. Sorry, it was that rap video.
Yeah.
That was rap audio video. Floundering idiot I am. Do you like a big boy down there? Do you? I'll disappoint you.
I don't really care either way.
Zilch.
Disappointing all the ladies.
I'm a sexual zilch.
Why don't you tell her what happened? Did you hear Jimmy's story from earlier?
Yeah,
What do you
I'm
think?
sorry.
For the people just tuning in, Jimmy brought his girlfriend on the trip, and they're having a great time.
Wonderful.
They've been
time.
canoodling the whole time.
I saw them frolicking in the ocean, and then they stayed up all night, and there was some kind of something
Just
going
a
on.
to-do.
After they had just a lot of
Wonderful,
fun. They had a lot of fun. She's saying the best ever, and Jimmy can't accept that and just thinks there's some other thing going on there.
Yeah, I'm like, it's got to be something, and I figured that maybe she likes a bigger boy, and you know.
Because he's got to bring up something that is going to make the situation bad so he can be unhappy.
Yeah.
That's happened to me before. I just got up, walked out of the room, took a shower. I was like, I'm not going to hear it.
But it's not like
Really?
she said anything critical. Like, if she said anything critical, I would have had a reason to go on it. I don't know if other people are like this, but I seek out things that are going to devastate me. Like, I want to be ruined. Not on like a minor level. Like, yes, I want to give you the absolute Achilles heel. I hand you hedge clippers, and I put my Achilles in your face, and I say, I dare you, so I can ruin the relationship.
You love feeling
Miserable.
that horrible feeling.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Real misery.
Where does that come from?
I don't know. I don't
I have
know.
the same problem, though.
Childhood somewhere. I'm not going to blame anybody. It's just
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah, I have the same problem, though.
What?
I subconsciously ruin relationships. Like, everything will be great. And I'll be this really great guy. Everybody's like, oh, he's so nice. Totally deserve a guy like that. And something will happen, and I'll just go crazy on them. And they'll be like, okay, I'm done with you.
See, this girl is like somebody I was like really close with for years, friends. I never date friends. I don't have female friends. Yuck. You know, but this one I did, so it's like a whole investment of years of friendship. I want to ruin it. I want to ruin it because I don't know how to handle being like in love with somebody.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Are you single?
Yeah.
Cool, because she's at the hotel.
I don't need that. I don't need that
Come
drama.
on, it'll be fun. We'll laugh about it later.
Okay.
People are calling you Tyra because you turned it around and made it about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
No, I wanted to hear that. I wanted her to relate. Well, let me ask you a question now. Did you ever have a guy that you were dating, start inquiring about your ex-sexual experiences, your older ones? Is that a guy thing to do?
No.
All right. Thanks. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, right.
Why do you do that? You inquire about past things?
We talk about it. Sometimes it can be really sexy, or I'll talk about mine. There's a part of it that I like where you talk about a little bit of your ex stuff, and they'll talk about a little bit of their old stuff, because you kind of know each other that way. Like, you know, it's about opening up. But I always try.
You don't want to hear, like, the basketball team, though, in the conversation.
No, but you
don't want that to come up.
No, but you do want to say it while you're doing things. Basketball team. Believe me. I spank. I accuse them of everything. I'm awful.
Yeah.
You want to hear, but I'm not looking just to learn something about them.
Conjugal visit. That's something you don't want to come up during that conversation either.
You want to hear, I don't look for it just to get to know the person. I talk about somebody's past just to find things in their past that I can hurt myself with. Just to find things in their past that will make me feel inferior and devastate me. That's why I want to know about their past. When I strip all crap away, that's why.
Is it also a turn on? It
can be, sure. When there's experiences that I could have been a part of, or like something that is on my level, or like every girl has dated one guy who was packing like an animal. Sometimes it's fun to hear about that as like an abstract thing because it makes them kind of pornographic and dirty, or talking about things that they don't do, like you like to go out to bars and meet different guys, you smack them on the ass, not the face. The face is when they actually do it. And it's sexy to hear a girl that you love or whatever going into that area with you, as long as they're not doing it. But it's like when I start to go for real things, and real things that I'll never live up to, or real things that are going to wreck me. That's what I look for. I look for things that I can cop out emotionally.
Oh, we got to get a psychologist, man.
Yeah.
I want to see what a psychologist would say.
This sounds like something simple, though.
Yeah.
This is like so close to the surface and so like easy. A shrink could be like, oh, yeah, this is this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
is
shoot
yourself.
101 textbook.
But we need a shrink for them to tell us what it is, though. None of us know what this is.
No.
It sounds maybe like it might be simple, but...
And I'm not saying she's perfect either, like in any relationship. By I say this because any women that I've dated in the last year, you're missing nothing by not dating me, as you can see.
Someone let you down. Someone let you down as a child.
I don't know. My parents were nice.
And I'm not saying sexual. I'm just saying there was some incident as a child where you were looking forward to something so big time, and someone let you down.
I don't know.
A very limited self-worth.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't feel worthy, so that when you're happy, you feel like, why am I getting this happiness? I don't deserve it. Let me get miserable.
Hey, we got to get off the air.
We'll have to finish this on XM.
Yeah, right.
We're going to be on XM in a few minutes. We're not doing the walkover. We're going to just walk out on the balcony and hang out and get a couple rays and
rub each other's backs,
and then we'll continue on XM. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.
Leave him alone.
He kills. He's funny.
Thank you.
Heck, I bought.
You said
both
Jimmy's
CDs.
Desperate because he.
No. I'm saying that I know about his little hobby when you guys first came on the air. I wouldn't even go to it if what you look at, what you see online, is a lot better than what you're going to find in a truck stop.
Well, I wouldn't go for a lot lizard. Apparently, with my cock, I would have to go for a Geico lizard.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, it's not small.
Well,
you just want her to say it's small.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
No. The answer was weird, dude. I'm fucking not that crazy.
Oh my God! Now I know you're nuts.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. The answer was not that.
So you're convincing yourself the answer still was bad.
Yeah, in a way, I think so. She still won't hurt my feelings. I think so.
Everything was fine, and since she didn't mention size, that's the thing you picked out.
No, man, just not that she had to mention size. I don't fish for compliments. I'm not that insecure.
Oh, I know you weren't fishing for compliments.
From her, I mean, even.
But you were getting compliment after compliment.
Yeah.
It just so happened that one didn't come into play. So, of course, you twisted it around to think that it was an insult in some way, because you wanted to be insulted.
Well, I don't know, man. No, I think that she didn't want to bring it up, but I think that I mentioned it.
Your cock's huge, Jimmy.
Yeah, very average. And she probably wanted me to, she probably wanted to tell me when I asked her, but realized it would hurt my feelings.
Wow. But you said earlier you didn't think that you said it was all in your head.
No,
now you're convinced that she...
I'm not that crazy.
Hey, what were you saying?
Wait a minute, Jimmy. You just changed your tune, though, in a couple hours.
No, I didn't. I mean...
You said it was all in your head and that you're nuts for thinking that because she didn't mean that, but now you're thinking that the answer wasn't...
I'm nuts for bringing it up and for wanting to hear something negative.
Yeah.
But
you're really convinced now that she didn't give the right answer.
No, I mean, I know how you answer a question.
But did you ask is my cock big?
No, I would never say that. No, I said I think that you would like my cock if it was bigger. You'd like it more if it was bigger.
Oh, my God. I don't mean to laugh, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Did you offer up compliments to her as this whole conversation during sex was going on?
Oh, yeah, she knows how to
Did you bring up the fact that perhaps her, private area. I'm trying to be respectful. Is nice and tight. Did you say that?
I did. I hate saying tight, too. It's like a high school boy. Yeah, this is tight and wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a sexual hack. That's the fucking girl fart joke of sexual talk.
That is really hacky. But
hey, if you ain't tighter and wetter, you'd be a baby mouth.
What else are you going to say?
I said it like that.
Like, what else are you going to say about it?
No, I'm very complimentary to her. She knows how I feel about her. But I just sense that with her answer, she just didn't want to hurt my feelings. That's it. It is what it is.
You're wrong.
Nah, I'm right. I brought it up on purpose. That's my psychosis. But I'm not completely imperceptive.
You brought it up on purpose, and still didn't get the right answer.
I'm going to say, based on my limited
there is no
knowledge,
right answer, though, by the way.
that you're wrong.
I think you're wrong, too, Jimmy.
I know you do.
I really do.
I was there. I could sense it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll all hang around and watch next time and see how it goes.
Well, Joel in El Paso is a little confused. Joel, yes.
Opie, you said your dick was the same size as Jimmy's, or you guys were neck and neck. I don't know. Was your girlfriend complaining?
I'm right up there with Jimmy, and I'm telling you right now, Jimmy doesn't have a small dick.
No, I don't.
That's the funny part about this whole thing.
No, I know I don't. I know I don't. It's fine.
Love you,
It's
Jimmy.
fine. It's nice.
That's why he's angry.
Yeah, because I don't want to be thrown into this. Jimmy doesn't have a small dick, and I don't have a small dick.
It's fine. That's what it is. It's fine.
I say
You want to tickle it under the helmet like you would a boy.
What is
my dick? Oh, that's fine.
What are you saying, Joel? Fine.
Hey, I say you pull them all out and let Pal Talk take care of that.
Decide? All right, one day when we all are really drunk, we'll do that for you. All right, thanks, Joel.
Nah, maybe that's what you're doing. You take my dick out. It's, again, I'm not saying I got small. It's fine. It's average. It's you look at it and you take your pointer finger and you scratch the nail under the helmet and you go, how you doing?
How you doing, old fella?
All right, Mudflap guy, thank you.
Really hacky, but
if you ain't tighter and wetter, you'd be a baby mouth.
What else are you going to say?
Like that.
Well, there you go, line of the day from old Jimmy Norton.
Another pedophilia joke. Way to throw a curveball, Jim. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking Phil Necro. Knuckleball after knuckleball after knuckleball.
Jim is in a self-hating mood today. Yeah. It'll continue tomorrow, Jimmy?
I hope not, dude.
We enjoyed the happy Jimmy, too.
Yeah, I don't want to be like this. I don't know what is... Something tells me I'm just... I don't know. I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out?
It'll all be taken care of by dinner tonight.
I don't know about that.
I think we see happy Jimmy on the show tomorrow.
We're going to see what answer I get tonight. Guarantee I'll know if she was lying.
Oh, my God. You're going to ask the question again?
No, but I'll just know. We'll talk about it.
You're going to interrogate her a little bit? And try to feel her out?
It's not. She didn't do anything wrong. Mm-hmm. But I know by the way she answered me, she wanted to say, like, yeah, I probably would like it more if it was bigger, but she didn't want to hurt my feelings. What guy wants to hear that shit?
Maybe you could get, like, an attachment. Like an add-on.
I know, but that probably wouldn't make it my color. I have to just turn the lights off because it's purple.
Maybe make an add-on with, like, little cute bumps and stuff. Maybe little designs.
I hope she didn't notice. Then we'd be fucking. I'd pull it out and half my dick would still be in her.
Try to fish it out.
Yeah, it's like jacking off. Right.
All right. I say happy Jimmy tomorrow. You watch.
Yeah.
He works it all out.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for checking us out today. There it is. Hey, Jimmy, speaking of the girlfriend update? Back to frolicking on the beach?
We did some frolicking. We had our talk.
You want to, like, maybe bring everyone on board from yesterday's conversation?
Well, yesterday, my girlfriend and I had a conversation the other night where I became convinced, I convinced she would be happier if I was a bigger boy. I said to her, you'd like me more if it was bigger. And she's like, what are you talking about? And she didn't give me an answer, so I was thinking she didn't want to hurt my feelings because she likes the way I'm built and blah, 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 but if I was bigger, she'd be more satisfied.
And this was after a night of passion.
Great sex.
Between you two?
Yeah.
Right.
Best ever, I'm hearing.
Well, that was what she said. It was
best ever.
An amazing experience for her. She might have just said to be polite. It was
but
still
you
good.
couldn't accept that as just being that. You had to think that she had a problem with, your size.
Yes. So I asked her, and she didn't. And I talked to her yesterday, like 2 days ago. This happened. I talked to her yesterday, and she said the reason she didn't answer me right away, or the reason cause I'm like, you just don't want to tell me the truth. I'm like, you just don't want to hurt my feelings. I didn't say tell me the truth, and she's like, well, no. So I'm like, oh my God, the answer is no. She's not happy with it, and she just doesn't want to ruin my self-esteem. So I was devastated. And then I talked to her, and she's like, no, the reason I asked you, like, what are you doing here is because you talk so much during sex, such weird stuff. I didn't know if this was part of your sex talk. And so, like, because the other night she had said to me, like, I don't want to hear things about me that you wish was different or different on other women. Meaning, like, she wouldn't like to hear that in bed. Meaning, like, why would you want me to tell you something about you that I don't think is good enough in bed sexually? She didn't know if I meant for real or being sexual. Because she asked me that in the moment. She's like, why are you doing this? Like, what's the reason for this conversation? So I thought she meant, am I being clear or no?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking she means she doesn't want to hurt me, when the reality was she was saying, like, I don't want to kind of go there talking sexually because it wouldn't do anything for me to talk about your body parts not being good enough.
Right.
And so we had fantastic sex yesterday. Wow. We made up. We frolicked on the beach. We both got massages.
Frolicked.
She got a facial.
Oh,
yeah?
Then she went down to the place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, give me those ribs, everyone. Waka waka. No, she got a facial downstairs. And we had a really, really good time, and we were very loving.
Oh, that's sweet.
So you're back to normal, right?
See, I knew it.
Just a little bump in the road there, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Just a tiny little pothole.
I'm crazy. She knows I'm crazy.
You are nuts.
We had a nice
We
talk.
all-
I apologize.
we're all nuts,
It was
though.
all on me, and I knew it was on me. And I told her why I did it, because I'm...
So now you understand
psycho.
the whole situation?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Hey, speaking of girlfriends, so your ex called you?
Got a call yesterday from my ex right after the show.
Can we make it perfectly clear? I love Jimmy's ex.
I do, too. She's
and
very
Jimmy
funny.
loves his ex because she is nuts.
She's truly crazy. She's the only ex I'm friends with. She's actually a real friend. I mean, I don't see her that often anymore, but she is nuts. And you know you're nuts if you're listening. Erin.
Oh, yeah.
Know how they met? She came in studio because Jimmy wanted to smack a girl in the face real hard.
Right.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I'm up for that. I'm up for just about anything.
No, I was driving around New York. Or maybe she was in studio for something else, flashing or something. And I hear over the radio, you go, Jim Norton, if you're listening, we have a girl for you. Come in studio.
Oh, okay.
So I drove in. This is when I was real new on the show. And I was doing like 2 or 3 days a week. And she's like, she wanted to be slapped in the face for sexual purposes. And you bet I complied. And there's audio of me slapping her in the face.
Yeah.
And that night we went on our first date. She came to the Comedy Cellar to watch my show. She borrowed $20 to go out and cop drugs. And
That was Jimmy's first date
wonderful.
with her, yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I won't be seeing her again. She comes back an hour later. I'm like, what happened? She's like, well, I got robbed at knife point in Washington Square Park. So I'm like, fair enough. So then I dropped her off. She didn't tell me where she lived. She made me drop her off 2 blocks from her house so I wouldn't know where she lived. And
This is all going well.
yeah, and then I showed her what a good boy I can be. Yeah, in the car.
There was love there.
Yeah.
For a while.
We
Because
dated
Jimmy's
for a
like,
year.
wow, man, this girl's for me.
Yeah, we dated for a year. And the fact that she's a loon and I'm a loon didn't help.
Well, you broke up because you never found time for her.
Yeah, it was one
We
of her
talked about
complaints.
that on the air. Like, you were too busy doing your stand-up night after night after night, and she just wanted you to take a day or two every once in a while and go do something with her.
And she was too busy being obsessive-compulsive and a complete psycho. I mean, we all have our own
Right.
crosses to
I
bear.
understand. Like, she wasn't the one. She wasn't the one to bring to a bed and breakfast.
She probably would enjoy that, actually, because there's not people for her to say awful things around. The more people around, the more chances of a major problem occurring.
Right.
I saw her not long ago. She came to the Comedy Cellar, and I was being heckled by a family. And she was sitting there, and this guy and his stupid wife and his daughter were heckling me, and she started yelling at the family.
Nice.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's great. She was yelling at the daughter. She's like, go back to Jersey as they're walking out. And the girl's like, we're not from Jersey. And my ex goes, yeah, but your hair is. Oh, she smashed them. She's really vicious.
We love her, man. She's a good egg. So
I got a call from her.
She called your phone.
No, I got a text message from her. She called me and she goes, why is there's a girl on the air right now calling you Muffin. That's my nickname for you. Why is somebody stealing my nickname for you and using it on the radio? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what?
She's like, there's a girl on there talking right now about suing a boyfriend and taking him to court, and she's using my nickname for you. She's calling you Muffin. Why? She was furious. And I'm like, I couldn't hear her, but I'm like, you idiot, that's probably you. It's probably an XM replay.
A replay?
She's like, it's not me, I know my own voice. 5 minutes later, I get a text, oh my God, it's me.
What an ass.
And I text her back, I know it is, you effing maniac. And then she texts back, I was with a bunch of O's, so mad. I'm like, it's you.
She was mad at herself.
She was mad listening to herself.
Thinking it was somebody else.
Not knowing it was herself.
She had no idea, even in the context of the story, and I guess she heard her name mentioned, and then realized it was her.
Isn't she the greatest?
You know, I know a lot of people hear themselves on the air, and it doesn't sound like them. That's fine, but the story itself.
The story itself has to be familiar.
Yeah, you got to think.
On some level.
Wow, you know, that kind of sounds familiar. She's not. And then she out of the whole story and what happened, she picks a little nickname that she called you. That's what she remembered.
But she didn't remember that it was her. She knew it was her, but she didn't know it was her that said it. She thought there was some other awful girl calling me Muffin, and it just annoyed her that someone had stolen that nickname and used it.
So we got a couple voicemails here?
Oh, no, just the text. Who said voicemail?
Oh.
That's a misunderstanding. No voicemail.
Well, what is this?
It's just the audio.
Oh, no, we don't need. That's what I was saying. We didn't need that. No, it's just a text.
There's the audio of what? From
what she heard that made her...
Oh, she heard this. Oh, okay.
Every break, have to take a leak, drinking so much water and coffee and what have you. And all of a sudden, Aaron came stumbling into the men's room because she needed to take a leak. And why not do it in the men's room, right?
What?
Yes.
Muffin likes to watch.
Muffin.
Did you just watch her take a leak?
Yeah.
No, he likes to watch me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked Jim.
Muffin? Is that what you call him?
Yeah.
Cute. A little muffin.
All right, so we replayed that yesterday.
Yes.
And she thought that was another girl calling you Muffin.
Someone was calling me Muffin, and it just annoyed her that someone stole that nickname because she probably figured they heard her say it.
I'm going to call you Muffin now.
As you should. Everyone calls me Muffin. You can call me what you want, just don't call me late for dinner. All right,
I guess we don't have to play the next
No. It was just a momentary aside of just that's what my life is. Having my new girlfriend convince me that my genitals are acceptable, and my ex-girlfriend thinks that somebody is calling me Muffin, and then she realizes, oh, it's me. That's what I deal with in my life. Any of you that think you have problems. The only bigger ass than my ex-girlfriend is me.
Yes. Wow, that's rough.
And Eric sent me an intro.